Hello everyone, Andy Schwab here with your Northern Ag TV. Well, farmers are taking out more loans at a rate and scale not seen in years as weakened crop prices weigh on the agricultural sector, according to a report from the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City. Now, the volume of new operating loans increased at its fastest pace since 2017, the report said, with commercial banks issuing 40% more of those loans to the farmers over the last year. Farmers are also not only taking out more loans, but they're also borrowing higher amounts. For the first time in at least 2 decades, loans larger than $1 million made up the majority of the lending volume. Growth in those loan volumes was concentrated among the small and mid-sized lenders, and the federal report said that underscores the difficulties that the family farms and those other smaller operations are having as they don't have those deep pockets to weather the volatility. Well, the latest CattleFax market trends took a look back on this year's video auction markets and the trends, along with those indicators of the higher dollars. Breaking it down to 3 attributes, the graph showed the premiums versus discounts during the record-setting summer video sale season. In the basics attributes, the weaned calves saw the biggest premium, with the average prices running $9 a hundredweight better than the unweaned calves. For the cattle with horns, well, they were least favored this year, as those calves are typically discounted about $6 a hundredweight versus those calves, I should say, without any horns. Transitioning to more of the management basic characteristic, calf buyers had demonstrated a strong preference for those weaned calves with those 2 rounds of respiratory vaccinations. Vax 45 and Vax 45 plus calves had an average premium of $10 to $11 a hundredweight, and that compared to those that were not enrolled to any vaccination protocol. Now, also during that verification program, they saw that the verified naturals took a nosedive year over year, while NHTC programs continued their 4-year climb to see higher premium averages of nearly $7 a hundredweight. And during a Monday afternoon webinar, RCAF USA said that their lawsuit's fully underway against USDA's EID ear tag rule that went into effect yesterday. Kara Rollins, an attorney with NCLA, said that the U.S. Supreme Court had made their decision earlier about the overturning of deference, and that actually could help it or play in favor of the case because USDA does not have any specific authority under the Animal Health Protection Act to require EID tags. Of course, a lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court of South Dakota on October 30th asked the court to order a vacate of the EID final rule and permanently block USDA from enforcing the rule or requiring producers to use EID or those radio frequency identification ear tags. Now, APHIS is currently providing EID tags for free, that is, through their state veterinarian offices. However, Rollins did say that during that webinar, she and others believe that number of cattle that will be required to receive the ear tags is significantly higher. Well, we need to take a break, but we're going to come back and take a look at some of those cattle markets right after this.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Well, as anticipated, cattle futures finished a sideways trading pattern yesterday. Many traders, of course, were waiting to see the election results before making their move into the market. Now, today's trade could ramp up if the packers put their offers on the table for those negotiated cash sales. However, in the meantime, trade could follow that softer touch. Of course, the fall run of feeders is continuing on. However, Torrington Livestock saw another good test of the cull cows on Friday. Most of the prices held steady for the producers, trying to retain as many cows as possible. And a big crowd of pays on a Monday helped drive the dollars well above previous tests on the sheep side of the sales. Quite a few of the lambs were purchased for the feed for the ethnic slaughter, with most of those lambs seeing high quality traits. Slaughter ewes also held in small rallies as that day progressed. Now, wheat futures were mostly higher Tuesday, shrugging off Monday's reported improvements in those winter wheat conditions for at least the moment, I should say. USDA, as you may know, reported 41% of the crop now rated good to excellent, a jump of 3 points, that is, week over week. Wheat traders will be watching the world supply numbers closely in Friday's report as October murmurings of Russia supply woes are, in potential, with Ukraine also having their issues, which may lead to some production cuts. Well, that's going to do it for our Northern Ag TV. I'm Andy Schwab. Have a great rest of your day.